In the previous session, we talked about how to create record using UI record API, and we have to follow similar kind of syntax, similar kind of approach when we are using update record API. So that's why I kept the code from the previous session. So we'll just do little bit of modifications in this code and it will work for the update record. So first thing is, instead of importing create record, we need to import update record, and here we have to replace it with update record. And here, like, we have to pass in the fields, we have to pass one more field, which is going to be ID of the record. And ID we can just copy from here and then paste it here. So now learn record, create record UI API. I'll update it to create learn update record UI API. So here, like, we need not to mention the object API name because we are mentioning the ID, and from the ID it can be identified to which object to update. So here this is invalid, it's not needed. This is needed only to update a record. It's not needed to, this is only need to create a record, and it's not needed to update a record. So here this import statement is also not needed. All we need is just the field that we want to update along with the record ID here. So now it is just one key value pair here. So instead of creating another variable, we can just cut it from here and paste it here and get rid of this record input. We can declare variables here inside the method parameters. We can create variables or assign default value at the method parameter level in JavaScript. So here, this is all we need to do and we are done. So now if I deploy it, and now let's get back to our Aura application here, and we need to click this update preview. And we have the contact record here. So now if we see, the name is learn create record UI API. So if I reload this page, bam, it is updated as learn update. Okay, so we are good with the update record API. It is similar to create record. It's just that instead of mentioning the name of the object API name, we need to bring one more field in the fields object, which is going to be the ID. And create, update and delete, all three methods deal with a single record. If we have a scenario where we need to deal with more records, we have to bring Apex into the picture, and we're going to talk about it in our later sessions. So here, this is all about update method, and in a similar way we have like this delete record. This delete record here, we can import it like this, and let me just comment out this code, or what I can do is I can create a separate method, delete contact here, and then I'm gonna call this delete record here like this, and all we need to do is, delete is simpler, all we need to do is just mention one ID that we want to delete, and here I'll just cut it from connected callback, and I'm gonna create another method here, update contact record, and paste it here. This needs to be asynchronous. We can remove this asynchronous from here, and we can just call this delete contact, this dot delete contact like this, and we have to follow similar kind of thing here. So I'm gonna just copy and paste this try catch. We don't need this console log, and instead of update record, I'm gonna cut it and paste it here, and it has to be asynchronous. I'm using await, so in the end, if we want to, we can just simply add a console log here. Record is deleted. So now let's deploy it. So on the page load, this record that earlier we created and now in the session we updated, and it now should be deleted. So now let's reload this page. I'll just click on update record. Record is deleted. So now if I reload the page, it should throw an error. Looks like there is a problem. Yes, so record is deleted successfully. So these are the major functions of UI record API that are like useful a lot. I use these functions a lot in my projects. And so if you have any questions, any confusion, any query, or even you have any suggestion, just mention in the comment section and I'll respond to each and every query as soon as I can. So stay tuned for other sessions, and thank you so much.